everybody. This is August 28th, 2025, and I hope my mic is working. It's been flickering on and off. This is part of a video journal in my recovery from the trauma of watching my little brother with Down syndrome be locked up by the British Columbia government, David E.B. as leader, for 588 days. We missed 172 scheduled visits. They locked him away when I complained to the police about a fraudulent and forged power of attorney that they created to give him the COVID-19 shot. This was after 64 years of our visiting at will. And then after he died, they brought on an application to have me declared a vexatious litigant and to disgrace me and discredit me and take away my rights, my litigation rights. So the judge hearing that application to have me declared a vexatious litigant went ahead with full day hearings, even though I have medical certificates from my family doctor and my cardiologist saying that I can't appear in court for more than 2 hours. I had a heart attack in 2016. I have lupus and other health issues, but I have a potentially life-threatening cardiac condition, and I'm not allowed to appear in court for longer than 2 hours a day. So this judge went ahead at this hearing, and I got up at 12 just after noon, and I said, I can't stay because I'm limited by my doctor's order. And she said, oh, can't you sit in the gallery? So here it's an application by the Catholic Church and the British Columbia government to have me declared a vexatious litigant. And she's suggesting that I sit in the gallery. So I lost at the Court of Appeal on July 4th, and I've applied for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada, file number 41902. And it was a tremendous amount of work. I think it was over my application for permission. You have to apply to the Supreme Court of Canada for permission to appeal, and it has to be a case of national importance. And so I filed my application for leave to appeal on August 1st, and today I got the response. My sister, the person that the government appointed as my brother's guardian, was a Catholic nun who left home when he was born and with whom he's never lived. And she's always lived in a different country than us, but now she lives in a convent 4,000 kilometers away. Anyways, I estimate she spent $1.5 million the Catholic Church has spent $1.5 million on her legal representation. She had a law firm in Ottawa and a law firm in Vancouver, 2 law firms in Vancouver, and top of the line, expensive $1,000 an hour type law firms. And I've been representing myself and paying all the expenses myself, but I'm still going to win. That's how much faith I have in the Canadian justice system. My grandfather, who was an Ontario Superior Court judge, had 2 sayings about justice in Canada. One was from Charles Dickens in Great Expectations, where Mr. Bumble says, "The law is an ass." And the other one was, and this is from my mother, this is what she told me her dad used to say, "The wheels of justice grind exceedingly slow, but they grind exceedingly fine." So I got the response to my application for leave to appeal from the Nuns Ottawa lawyer yesterday at about 11:30 a.m. And I've been writing I'm allowed to reply. I can write a 5-page reply. So I've been working around the clock for the last day and a half. And I finished it at 7:30 tonight. So I came to McDonald's and I treated myself to a cheesecake McFlurry. I've been craving one of these ever since they came out, but I never have allowed myself to get one because of Weight Watchers. But I treated myself to one tonight. And I think I did a good job. So I'm going to file my reply to the nun's response, which was very weak. I mean, it was a very weak response. And it was easy to file or to prepare a reply to it. And then that's it. I can't say another word after I file this reply. And we just have to wait. And the judge will review all the materials and then decide whether or not I have permission to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada. I'm very confident that I will be granted. I should say I need to have the right body. What's that? Body cues. I should nod my head. Yes, I'm very confident that I'm going to be granted leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada. It's a very interesting case. I was practiced law for decades, and then when my sister's being investigated for what I allege to be a fraudulent forged power of attorney, she applies to have me declared a vexatious litigant. And one thing I learned today that I didn't know, although I suspected it, is that a vexatious litigant is a very rare designation. It's very brutal and draconian. It takes away the rights of a normal person, like anyone, to engage in normal litigation, like to sue somebody if they're aggrieved or to respond to being sued. And they took away all my rights to do that. I mean, it's horrible. And it's really important. And the circumstances, not only did this judge put my life in jeopardy by having the hearing go on for 2 full days, she did it in a way that was procedurally unfair. None of my materials were filed with the court. The nun didn't. I said to the judge, my materials haven't been filed. And the judge gets a binder of materials for both sides that has to be filed by the applicant. And my sister's Ottawa lawyer stood up and said, "Oh, well, she can photocopy the materials, and if she wants to." And then she was allowed to file a new notice of application the morning of the hearing that was 9 pages longer than what's allowed. So you have to serve your notice of application 8 days before the hearing. But the morning of the hearing, he hands me a 19-page notice of application, which was full of lies. So that's the gist. Anyways, I believe I've got a good case, and I've got Paul's up in heaven looking out for me. All my good brothers and my dad are up in heaven looking down on me, helping me, I hope. My brother Murray was he's the best lawyer I've ever. No, actually, I'd have to say Carrie Lynn Findlay, who was my boss and was a member of Parliament for many years. She was my first law boss. She's the best lawyer I've ever seen. But a close second was my brother Murray. He was a board member on big American law corporations. So that's it for now. I got to get up early and file my reply online. So wish me luck, and you still have the opportunity to help by writing the the Burnaby RCMP officer in charge and the Civilian Review and Complaints Commission for the RCMP in Ottawa, and ask them to follow up on their investigation of what I allege to be the fraudulent and forged power of attorney that the nun's sister had over my little brother. That's it for now. Take care, everybody.